Alright, welcome back to the Cigars of London YouTube channel. Today we're going to be smoking two non-Cuban cigars. I've got the Ashton VSG Enchantment cigar, which is 4 3/4 inches with a 60 ring gauge, which, by the way, I'm not sure if I can agree with that. I think that's 60 ring gauge, but that certainly isn't. So that's something I want to look into after this video.
So I've got something completely different today. We're back with his versus hers. Mine is called the My Father Flor de las Antillas. It's a bellicoso, and that means it's a 5.5 inches with a 52 ring gauge.
And the band on yours is a work of art, isn't it?
I didn't show it very much there, so hopefully you can see that nicely. I never put it at the right angle. But yeah, so it's really beautiful. It's kind of like a painting, like an old school fashioned painting.
It's
I love the
absolutely
red
awesome.
Band on the foot as well. I didn't,
very nice touch.
I didn't match
No,
intentionally.
that wasn't intentional at all.
I promise.
The band on the Ashton cigar is, well, it's like a crown, so I'm going to take its crown off. I know, I did it the other day. Taking its crown off because I kind of want to smoke this cigar naked, because that shape is amazing.
Yeah, it is cool. It's really cool. I do like the look of it.
I'm going to go ahead and toast mine because it shouldn't take too long because of my nine ring gauge.
This is an interesting looking wrapper. It's kind of like a it's kind of like a cinnamon brown. It's got a little bit like, it's like a greeny mid brown, and it's quite like rough looking.
Two cigars right here that we've never had before.
Yeah, brand new to both of us.
So, as always, very much looking forward to it. I'm pairing this with some proper 12 whiskey, which is Conor McGregor's whiskey. And do you know what? For the price, it's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take a first draw on my non-cut cigar. It's right, no one will notice. Obviously everything we do here is intentional, it's all planned out and scripted. So that was
Oh, for God's sake.
should be fine, I just filled it up. Guys, if any of you want to send us a lighter, please feel free.
Yeah, I think my one's on its way out for sure.
The thing I like about these shaped cigars is watching them burn and develop, because they start off with this tiny little end and it has to work into this 60 ring gauge. So I think it kind of proves how good the roller was and how well the cigar is built, because obviously it's got to expand over that 60 ring gauge. So I'll be interested to see what happens to the burn as we go through this cigar.
I really love those shapes. I think they're really cute.
I think they're gangster.
Yeah, they are really cool.
It's a cute gangster. So yeah, let's go for a first couple of draws and see if we can pick anything out. Early doors. The draw on mine is absolutely perfect, and I think this is going to be a good cigar. You know when you just get that feeling?
Let's hope. Okay, so right off the bat, mine has like almost no resistance, which is a little bit off-putting, so I'm gonna hope it tightens up a little bit along the way.
It's a bit nothing, is it?
It's a bit air-like, yeah,
Right.
in terms of resistance.
My draw is a little bit snug, but I think it will open up.
I think so.
See, I'm going to give you a little close-up. That's exactly what I was talking about. Because obviously it goes from this tiny little, I don't know what you would call that end, but it goes straight into a 60 ring gauge. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm interested to see, hopefully that's focusing. I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm not going to touch any of it up because I want to see what happens. We'll take a few more draws before we wait for part 2 of the video.
So I'm pairing my cigar today with some of my favourite gin. So I'm just going to plug it because I love it. It's called the Apothecary. It's a Dorset gin, and it was like, it's got a nice little story. It was like made in someone's like garage, like down the road, and it's just like so nice, and it's just like taking the gin world by storm. Well, it has down here in Dorset anyway. So
it's taken Dorset by storm.
It's taken Dorset by storm.
Which means they've sold about 30 bottles.
I love it though, it's so floral.
All right, so nothing to report at the moment. But I am going to wait for this thing to open up because there's obviously a burn issue there. And I think everything needs to be nice and sharp, nicely warmed up, needs to develop a bit of an ash before I can really get into this stick. I think I'm going to have to touch this up because it's clearly burning a lot quicker on that one side. So ignore what I said before about not touching it up because that's going to ruin the experience. At the moment I'm getting some nice woody flavours, like a rich espresso coffee and a good amount of strength behind the tobacco, that's for sure. I'm intrigued about this burn. I'm hoping that it all catches up and sorts itself out because that could really like harm this smoking experience.
Yeah, right. So I'm getting a little bit of leather and some spice at these early stages.
All right, I think what we'll do is wait until we get down to around the halfway mark. I think I'm going to get there a lot quicker than you, simply because of the length of the cigars. But stay tuned and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back to part 2. Just give you a little update on my wonky burn and ash. I wanted to leave that there so you guys could see. I'm now going to go for a cheeky relight, get this bad boy warmed up. I was just waiting for you because obviously yours was going to take slightly longer. Are you getting any enjoyment out of that?
Flavour wise, I'm getting that leather from the beginning, some like pepper, spice, and some wood as well. Nice woody flavours. So it's pleasant. I did actually have to touch mine up. It was a little bit wonky, the burn. The draw has tightened up a bit, so in terms of resistance, it's bang on now. But yeah, enjoying it. I'm having a good time, which is always good. How about you?
It's nice to have something with flavour. The past 2 or 3 cigars we've had, granted we had like a really budget cigar and 2 cheap cigars. This thing is up there at the £20 mark. So I am glad to report I am enjoying it. Flavours are good. I'm getting like a nutty, woody earthiness to this cigar. It's given me a nice oily texture from the smoke as well. Plenty of smoke output with lots of flavour. Medium to full bodied in strength, which is right up my alley. I have to say, the first inch of the cigar was providing a lot of problems, and it's taken up until now for me to really be able to settle in to the cigar. I now believe that there's going to be no further problems with the burn, and I'm going to be able to sit back and enjoy all of this cigar. I'm hoping that it does pick up in the final third with everything, strength, flavour, and I do believe the flavours are also going to change throughout the cigar as it warms up and develops towards that final third, but we'll see. So nice. We'll smoke these down to the final third and we'll touch base with you guys in another few minutes. Alright, and welcome back to the third and final part of the video. We're coming towards the end of our cigars now. I'm well into the final third. This cigar for me has really started to pick up in strength, but after that first inch of the cigar has been consistent. The burn has been pretty spot on all the way through. It's been a very pleasurable smoke. £20 though, £22. It's a very expensive non-Cuban cigar, and there are other cigars that I would probably recommend within that price bracket, but they are all Cuban, so I won't go there. Flavours for me, earlier on, I was getting a chocolate, but it was more of a milky chocolate. There was a bit of cream throughout this cigar, and the rest has just been like a woody earth, which is fine, but I was expecting a little bit more excitement from this cigar. The strength, as mentioned, has started to pick up now, which is nice. I'm glad that strength wasn't from start to finish, otherwise I think it would have been a little bit overbearing. But with the flavours and strength as a whole, very good cigar, nicely presented stick, and yeah, I'd probably recommend you try one if you haven't already.
So for me, I've enjoyed this stick. The beginning part was okay. It wasn't giving me too much flavour, but towards like sort of the end here, it's kicking out with a lot more strength and some more flavours. Leather, wood, pepper. I've got a little bit of sweetness coming through now, which is nice, but the strength has definitely kicked it up a gear. So It's a medium to full for me in flavour. It's been okay, but it's not particularly my cup of tea. But yeah, I can definitely see it being a great cigar for some.
What was your cigar? £15?
It's about £15, yeah, £15. So if you're into like leather, wood, spicy pepper notes, this will be a great cigar for you, for sure.
Yeah, and both of them have been pretty good in terms of how long they've taken to smoke. You'll definitely get a good hour out of both of these cigars, depending on how you smoke them, of course. But for us, an hour. So yeah, as a whole, I don't suppose they're bad value for money. I just don't think on this occasion they're suited to us.
No.
So if you are out there and you're interested in our views and our verdicts on these cigars, definitely go and try these out. We definitely recommend both of these sticks. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And if you do comment within the first day of this video being posted, you could be within the chance of winning some of our accessories. So until next time, have a great week, and we'll speak to you all very soon. Cheers.
Bye.